What is going on YouTube? Perfect Castle here, and I'm here with the new snapshot 24W13A, and this week is allegedly the last week we're getting new features. That doesn't mean that we're not going to get new mechanics, and some of the features might get ironed out, but we have allegedly reached feature completion. But let's get into this. First of all, we have the mace, which has a few tweaks to it. Apparently, if you fall from 5 blocks and above, you have a bigger blast radius now. And also, apparently now, instead of just negating fall damage, it also does negate fall damage that accumulates. I don't know what that means exactly, but yeah. Also, it has a new blast animation, so let's quickly... Okay, it looks like a TNT explosion, and it just knocked these guys... I'm assuming it's because they're in my honey pit, so they don't go too far. But anyway, the mace has also been nerfed. I think it does a little bit less damage when falling onto enemies, but it has a new enchantment to negate that, but we're gonna get to that soon. Anyway, so we have the new blast radius, the fall damage negation, and then the bigger knockback. Now, some of the old enchantments from the game we are able to put on the mace. We have... We have the new Curse of Vanishing. So basically, if you want to troll your friends, you can put Curse of Vanishing on their mace, and now that hard work they put into getting their mace can be undone. You can put Mending on it now, so you don't have to constantly be repairing it with the Breeze Rod. Then we have Unbreaking, so it will last a bit longer if you don't have Mending already available. You can put Smite on it, which makes kind of sense because we have a lot more undead mobs in the Trial Chambers. And also with how much they've buffed the Trial Chambers, as we'll see later in the video, it will make sense why they have the Smite ability now. Bane of Arthropods, normally if you have Sharpness on something, it's gonna be a bit better, but the Trial Chambers do have a lot of insectoids currently, and then with one of the potions we get later down the line, it also implies that we're gonna get a bit more things to kill, but unfortunately all the mobs already get one shot if you have like a really good diamond sword or something. So Bane of Arthropods, unless they add a new mob, it's not gonna be too useful, but since they didn't put Sharpness on the mace, yeah, we can probably go for that, but most people will end up using Smite, I'm assuming. Then we have Fire Aspect. This is probably gonna help a little bit for crowd control. Some of the mobs will be able to like burn in the distance after you've knocked them away. But anyway, now we have 3 new enchantments. We have Density, which goes from level 1 to 5, and how this works, basically every level of density you put on your mace, let's quickly get an anvil. Here's an anvil over here. I realized I didn't need to spawn that in. Anyway, let's put Destiny on, Density on it. And now, with the fact that they reduce the amount of damage it does when it falls, I think it was like with 1 per block, but now it's like it does 1 damage per block fallen with this enchant. So now, if you go from a shorter distance, we can probably summon an Iron Golem just to prove it's a little bit better. We're gonna do a lot more damage. I think we already one-shot them from this distance, so I'm gonna get an Iron Golem. But yeah, basically, we hit a lot harder now when falling at shorter distances. You get 1 level, like I said, per block fallen past 5 blocks. Let's see how far we have to fall to kill it now with this new enchant. I'm assuming it's a lot less than we did when the mace was originally introduced. So it's basically like the equivalent of Sharpness for the mace. Oops. Oh. We don't want to be cheating on like how much damage we do when dropping from 5 blocks. Oopsie. I'm so sorry. I'm just so excited to show you guys all these features. Okay, we did a lot of damage, so let's just kill him. The honey. And now let's quickly go up 10 blocks. Let's see what happens if we fall from 10 blocks. I don't think we were able to kill an Iron Golem from 10 blocks previously, but I think maybe it's gonna be a one-shot now. It's not a one-shot, but it's basically a one-shot. So, and then this I think is 15 or 20 blocks. I'm not sure. I think I doubled each time. I'm not fully sure. But yeah, this is still a lot shorter of a distance than we fell in the previous snapshot. And that's a one-shot. And then we got the new achievement, which we showed last time. But okay, so that's our new Density enchantment. Then, secondly, we have Breach. which is also a kind of a cool ability. I think this is more like sharpness, because instead of you adding sharpness to your mace, you can now put breach on it, which negates armor. I think, let me just check. I'll cut back to me after I check. Okay, I've checked now. So basically you get 15% armor negation for each of the 4 levels of breach you get. You can get both of these enchantments from the enchanting table. That one's common, that's why it's green. Orange is just like it's rare, but yeah. So 15% of armor gets negated per level. So you get up to 60% armor negation if you have it on the highest level, which is 4. So if your friends are like rocking netherite, you're gonna negate 60% of that. So this thing is kind of a bit better than sharpness in that regard, because you can have sharpness and then you're not gonna be negating the enemy's armor. So you're gonna be doing 7 base damage to whatever your enemy is. But this will also come in like clutch when you're dealing with the new ominous trials, because enemies can spawn more often with armor. But yeah, so basically it's not really going to show well on this. I don't think iron golems have armor. But yeah, anyway, you negate 60% if you have full 4. Both of these can be found like in normal loot tables, like from desert temples, woodland mansions, and also from your enchantment. And then our third little enchantment over here is Wind Burst, okay? And how this one works is it knocks you into the air after every successful strike from 5 blocks and above. So then you can like string together a massive combo of mace attacks. So you can do a lot of damage to whoever your enemy is. And all of these can like work together. So let's quickly put this on, and now we have breach. Not breach, we have Wind Burst. So if we have, for example, a zombie here, or a husk in this case, now we're gonna drop 5 blocks, right? I don't think you need to be 5 blocks. I think this one works like at any distance, but if you land a successful hit, you end up knocking yourself into the air so that you can land another critical hit. See? And it also knocks the enemy into the air, so it also gives them fall damage. So this is gonna be annoying for your enemies, and it's gonna be really fun for you, because you can string together really nice combos. Oh, here's a baby husk. I hate baby husks and baby zombies. Oops. It looks like this thing also triggers buttons. I didn't know that before. So it works like a normal whip charge. That's kind of cool. But yeah, so you can just string together a bunch of attacks. So I'm gonna have to probably stop resummoning these zombies. Anyway. Okay, that's the gist of the new mace. Okay. Now, we have 5 new potions. One of which is just a change of a mechanic. We have the Ominous Bottle, which you can get through killing raid party leaders. As you'd normally get Bad Omen, you're not getting Bad Omen anymore. You're getting this little potion over here. This one comes in 5 different levels, as normal with how you would have been able to get Bad Omen at different levels. This is now you get the Ominous effect, which looks like a little shadowy icon in the top of your screen, and then it looks like a demonic thing when you go into the new trial chamber thing, which makes it the Ominous Trial Chambers. And also, if you go into a village, you'll be able to like get your raids going as usual, except there's like a 30-second cooldown before it starts the raid, so you can like always back out of it. And also it kind of puts more control in the hands of the player. So sometimes I know when I was playing Minecraft, it's you kill a villager and then you're like, oh, I have to use this Bad Omen because I want the Hero of the Village effect. Or it's like, oh, I really wanted to go to a village, now I have to waste this Bad Omen because I have to drink some milk because I just want to trade with the villagers and I don't want to deal with a raid right now. Now, kind of as a player, we have the ability to choose whenever we want to interact with the raids. It's going to break raid farms a little bit, but at the very least, we have that choice now. The only thing that kind of bothers me, like from a lore standpoint, it's not completely, like mechanically this is like a really good feature, and I've kind of always wanted the feature to be a choice and not something that's forced upon you. But from a lore standpoint, I always thought like the Bad Omen implied that the illagers tracked you down to a village and now they're gonna kind of try and kill you because you killed their leader. But yeah, now it's kind of a general purpose potion. So in the future, I'm assuming like other structures will also get the ominous effect to buff them. Also, they said something about raids being buffed. And also, we all know that the new ominous trials are quite difficult. So I'm going to try that a bit later down in the video. Secondly, we have 4 actual brewable potions. As we can see, this one's unbrewable. These are all brewed with the awkward potion, and then also gives some use to these other blocks. Like the slime one gives you oozing, which is a potion that, if it's applied to you or an enemy, if they die, they spawn 2 slimes. And also, it does not apply to the slime itself. So you can't have, like, a slime affected by this potion effect and then spawn more slimes than usual. Then, we have the... Wait, what's this one again? I think this one's the infested potion. These don't have different levels to them. I think there is ways for them to implement different levels. I'll explain it now. But let's quickly get through the infested one. The infested one is the easiest potion I've seen to brew in a while. You just take stone with your awkward potion and you get the infested effect. This one makes it so that whoever's affected by it, including the mobs, excluding the silverfish in this case, if they get affected by this potion, you will spawn 2 silverfish each time you take. You have a 5% chance of spawning 2 silverfish every time you take damage. So it's going to be kind of annoying dealing with the silverfish. I think it's kind of a cool potion effect. I think how they can make it is if this one would have spawned 2, they can have different levels to it, like I think till 2, so then you can spawn 4 slimes, and then this one, instead of a 5% chance of spawning silverfish every time you take damage, you can make it like 20% or make it more common so that there's going to be more silverfish spawning if you make higher levels of this. This is just like advice maybe to Mojang. I'm going to try these out now. Then we have, this one's the potion of weaving, which gives a use to the cobweb. In Bedrock, they took its use away of being turned into 9-string. I think they should bring that back and bring it to Java. But this is a cool one because if a player character dies or an enemy character dies, they will spawn an area of cobwebs around them. Also, no wait, I think it's only if players die, it spawns cobwebs. And then if a mob is affected by it, it will end up making the mob so that they can travel through cobwebs quite quickly. I think, wait, we can try this on the husk quickly. I'm not sure completely about this one. And yeah, then next we have the potion of, let's quickly check, I think this is wind burst or something like that. Yeah, this is potion of wind charging. Okay, basically this one's crafted with the breeze rod, and what happens is, after a character dies, or a player, I don't know, I'm gonna try all of these with splash potion forms and see if they can end up working on mobs as well. But if you die, you blast a radius of air around you, pushing everything away. So you can kind of, if you're doing a trial chambers and you're in a sticky situation, you can throw this on your friend and maybe like off your friend, and then, yeah, if you don't have any wind charges yourself, and ironically you wasted your rod in making this potion pot. But yeah, so let's quickly try these potions out and see how they affect us differently from the mobs. And yeah, let's quickly try this. Okay, let's see how this affects enemies. The potion of wind charging. We can see this is an interesting potion effect. It's not the normal one. It looks like a little wind gust. But okay, let's see if we kill him. Does this make it? Okay, so this is... Okay, so it does do an explosion. A little bit delayed though. That's quite interesting. So we check here. It has its own little new animation. I didn't know that before. And then there we go. And then it just triggers the next one. So thank you for triggering our next enemy. Let's try potion of weaving. Let's see if this affects him. I know this makes it so that they can walk through cobwebs. Oh, it's like a little web breaking texture. They have to do this for all the potion effects. Like, okay, that's only like 3 or something webs. That's not a lot. So that's how we can improve this. That's how Mojang can improve this one at a higher stage, maybe. Like, if they end up making it so that there's a higher level of this, you can make like a whole block, almost like in the mine shafts. So okay, now let's spawn ourselves our next husk. Now we try a potion of infestation, and now we hit him. We didn't get a silverfish there. None of those attacks gave us a silverfish. Let's try infestation again, and let's quickly. It looks cool. Like they really have to do this for more of the mobs. Not mobs, the potion effects. That this looks like a little silverfish coming off of it. So that way, also, if you're like playing PvP, if they give all the things little animations, you could be like, oh, that guy has attack and also, yeah, we're not getting this. Okay, anyway, we can try this afterwards on ourselves. And then we try the oozing one, where this one will definitely work, I think. I think this one's like the 100% one. It's like, it just spawns 2 slimes on death. Yeah, okay. But yeah, as we said, it doesn't work on them, where if you give them oozing, they will not end up spawning more. And the cobwebs are... Wait, we have insta break. We're creative. I'm so sorry. But I'm just so excited about all these features, and I just want to share it all with you guys. That's why I also wanted to make this one a bit more higher effort. And my breeze despawned. Anyway, let's quickly check out what these do when a player uses them. So we're gonna get rid of these. And now we have these potion effects, and all of them are currently applied to us. So let's quickly try. And now we're gonna try each of these out individually. We should die from this height anyway. So we're gonna take the wind burst. We're gonna put ourselves in third person just for in case something cool happens, and then we're gonna go game mode survival. And let's check what happens. There we go. And afterwards, we have a little gust. And then we can quickly take our next potion. And now we have the weaving potion here. And we go into survival, and we check what happens. And there we go. Wait, that's only one string. That's kind of sad. That's why I think they should give different levels to these, like with different levels with normal potions. Like normal potions normally have, like, I think 2 stages. So we have infestation. Oh wait, this one's not for killing. So we're gonna get ourselves over here to the husk, and he is gonna be attacking us relentlessly. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna enter the boxing ring with him. And whoopsie, let's put ourselves in first person quickly. F5. And here we go. Wait. There should be a 5% chance of silverfish spawning. So this one's not too common, I guess. Oh, there we go. So that's gonna end up like irking you a little bit, because you're gonna be focusing on all the mobs already trying to kill you in the trial chambers, and then we're gonna have little silverfish being like, hey, I really want to end up killing you. So next up, we have the oozing one, and I think that this one is also going to end up affecting us in the same way that it affected the zombie. So wait, let's quickly chug our potion, and now we're going to quickly go over into survival. Little slime, oops. Okay, now let's try our oozing potion, survival, and here we go. And now 2 slimes should be there where I died. There we go. Next up, let's quickly check what else we have in store. So we have the 5 new potions, how to brew them. The breeze despawned for some reason. I am not sure why that happened. Okay, let's quickly get into what they did with the breeze. Basically now, he doesn't jump into harmful blocks anymore, and also he won't try ending up landing on air blocks. So he's just gonna hop around, and he's gonna be safe for the most part. I think it's kind of cool that they managed to make it so that the AI maps and it's like, okay, I'm not gonna land on that, that's gonna hurt me. Next is also a little change to the wind charge. Now if you throw it towards end crystals, it will have no effect. There's no collision with the air block to the end crystal, or that's what Mojang said in their changelog. And yeah. Okay, before we go over to the trial chambers, I'm gonna quickly brief you guys on what is added with the new ominous trials. So we have the new ominous key. Okay, before we go over to survival mode and try out a ominous trial, I just quickly want to discuss briefly on what has changed a little bit. Now scattered around your trial chambers, you can find ominous vaults, which cannot be opened until you get this beautiful little key over here. You can only get this key by turning your trial chambers into an ominous trial by having your ominous potion. I'm saying ominous way too much, but anyway. And this will be the only way you can get the new flow armor trim, and also the new flow banner pattern, and also have a 30% chance to drop this key rather than the 50% for the normal key when you're doing the normal trials. Okay, you can only get the heavy core this way, and so they've been moved out of the normal vaults, and they can only be found in the ominous vaults. So it's a lot harder for you to get the heavy core and get your little OP mace. But yeah, I think it's a good balance to how OP the mace is. I don't think the mace is OP, I just think it has a fun spin to something that's not common in Minecraft. But anyway, these vaults can normally be found in hard to reach places in your trial chamber, so they're gonna probably end up being a bit high up. I haven't seen a lot of it just yet. I'm gonna be doing it for the most part for the first time with you guys. Also, when you turn a spawner into a ominous spawner, it's gonna end up spawning mobs like skeletons and zombies with armor, and that armor can have trims on it, which is a unique feature. Mojang says that it's not intentional that those mobs will be dropping this armor with those trims on it. I think they should keep it, but they say that it's a known bug. Because they're not wearing diamond armor, they're wearing like gold armor, and they're dropping golden armor with the trim on it, or also chainmail and iron. So I don't think most people will mind too much if they have it. I think it's just a cool little distinguishment that you got it from a trial spawner. And yeah, also another little thing is that now, if you were gonna get a heavy core from the normal vault, you can get a trident, which is a big deal for Minecraft Java players, because finding a trident on Minecraft Java is a little bit harder than on Bedrock, because I think this drop rate is a little bit higher on Bedrock, because I haven't had a lot of issues getting tridents. I have like a lot of them on Bedrock. On Java, I've heard a lot of people complaining about it having such a low drop chance, so there's another way to get a trident now. And also, you can only get the new Wind Burst enchantment from the Ominous Vault as well. So there's a bunch of good loot hidden behind the Ominous Vault. And yeah, I'm gonna quickly switch over to survival, and then I'm gonna gather my thoughts on any other things I would like to brief you guys on. Okay, here we are in the survival world. One little thing I want to note is if a trial chambers if the spawner is on cooldown, you will not be able to convert it into a ominous spawner. But before we go over there, let's quickly check. I want to show you guys how the new ominous effect looks. As you can see, there's like this little shadowy figure in the top right of my screen. Now we're gonna go over to the village, and then it's gonna turn into the, well, a little bit of lag. You'll see there's a little bit of a cooldown, and then we're gonna turn that little icon into the normal raid banner one, except it has like the shadow in the background. So yeah, like I said, lore implications, they're not hunting us down anymore. Now it's just bad luck. This potion is just a potion of bad luck. But yeah, so before the raid can actually start, we just have to wait for that timer. Let's quickly go into our inventory. As you see, if the 30 seconds go out, you have time now to be like, okay, you know what? I don't want to waste my bad omen on the village, or I don't want to turn this village into a raid. So you have time to get out now. Apparently the raids are made harder, so let's quickly see how hard they are, and then we're gonna go over to trial chambers, and then we can check out what the icon looks like for the trial chambers bad omen. What in the hell? Is this like a Vindicator like surrendering? Or is this like a victory thing? I didn't know that. Okay, okay. I'm assuming I lost the raid. I didn't know that they did this. I was kind of thinking that was a bug. Why doesn't Bedrock have this? I kind of now want to make a video on how there's a bunch of differences between Minecraft Java and Bedrock. Also, my thoughts on this is the raids aren't. I don't know if they're more difficult, because I realized halfway killing through my first Ravager that I am still in creative. I am absolutely a noob. That was such a noob mistake, but I continued just to see if there's anything that changed in the raid itself. I don't know if this is common on Java, but the only change I like on Bedrock, it isn't too common that pillagers spawn with a bunch of enchanted crossbows. I've realized a lot of them had enchanted crossbows, so maybe that is the change that they've made to make the normal raids more difficult. Also, another thing I think is just on Java. It's not. I don't think it's something to do with the raids being more difficult. But I see there's a lot more raid captains. I have like 5 banners here. On Bedrock, they're not too common in the actual raids itself. It's like the one random one at the villager outpost. But I think in the future I should just do a video on like a bunch of things that I've noticed that is different between Minecraft Java and Bedrock, and then which ones I think will be best for transporting over between the different versions, because I think there are some things that Bedrock do better, some things that Java do better. But yeah, like I said, don't have a proper feel for how difficult or stuff is, because I didn't change over to survival. But I'm gonna do the survival thing completely in the trial chambers now. But yeah, as you can see, the icon basically is the same for the raid thing, except for the weird ominous thing in the background. And yeah, like I said, I didn't know that pillagers did that arm thing. I thought it had a glitched texture of the evoker summoning the fangs. So anyway, now let's quickly go over to the trial chambers, and from there we're gonna try doing that completely in survival and see how difficult they are. Okay, now we're in the trial chambers. We're gonna go over to survival now. Let's quickly take our ominous potion. Let's check how this icon looks. So we have the little ominous icon in the top right, and we will turn the stuff into ominous stuff now. Let's quickly put ourselves in survival. And now, let's see how this goes. This is probably gonna end up badly for me, because I have lag every now and then. But anyway, I don't have a trial key. Now we have our bat. Oh, that's a little cool skull thing. Okay, as you can see here, we have some of these strays now spawning with the new trial armor. They have the the few changes in the trial version of the ominous version of the spawns. They can spawn projectiles and potion effects. So they can randomly give you potion effects, like I got slowness now. It will give a lingering potion effect every now and then as well. So I'm assuming this is the silverfish spawner. Let's quickly eat a gapple. We have armor. You can also tell quite easily if it has changed your spawner into the trial one, because it has like the soul fire and also has the new little blue corners. I think it looks pretty cool. I like it a lot. Another little thing I noticed is they spawn with actual like shirts icons on the pots. That's not on Bedrock yet. So I'm assuming in the next snapshot we're gonna start seeing stuff like that, since they said they're feature movie. That thing keeps spawning arrows, so let's quickly... Oh, I have slow falling! That's cool! So you can get like I see it as a positive potion effect. But here we go. Also, there is a increase in high quality food you can get from these spawners. So you're not gonna be seeing as much other loot from the spawners as good food. But anyway, I have slow falling, I have fire resistance, I have resistance. Oh, some of the potion effects this thing has been giving me is amazing. So it's not necessarily bad things. I thought it's just gonna give bad potion effects. That's a good thing in my opinion. Like, so there's a chance that you actually could get really buffed from this, or you could end up like suffering. Like if you get poison and weakness and a bunch of other bad potion effects, I can see that being annoying. But also, oh, that looks kind of cool. I think that looks cool. So there's another way for you guys to get the shirts other than the actual spawners. Like they can actually spawn with this. I'm assuming that's what there was like a glitch in Bedrock. If you play experimental right now, you're able to get like a different kind of pot, which if you place it and you keep breaking it, you can keep getting loot from it unless you like place an item on it. So there's like a little item duping glitch that you can get. But I guess that's just in preparation, because you get two different ones from breaking them. Like you get the normal pot, and then you get it will look like a bluish icon in your inventory. So that's kind of cool. So if you guys want to try that, still do that now if you guys are playing on an experimental world. Despite me not recommending it, because your world can corrupt a lot easier. But yeah, definitely give it a try if you guys want to try that bug out. And let's quickly check what that stray spawner dropped. Oh, it's not done yet. But yeah, anyway, so that's probably in preparation for this, where the icons will be different on the pots. Like you'll have ones that have shirts in them. Okay, there we go. Hey, we have one of the new keys. So if we find one of the new trial vaults, we will be able to open it. And our trial effect is apparently it's 15 minutes. Wait, let me just check quickly. Yeah, it's something like along the lines of 15 minutes times the potion effect. Like I have a level 5 potion, so it's gonna last me about like the hour or whatever it shows here in the, like it shows an hour. So we will have a long time being able to convert all of these trial chambers into ominous ones. As we can see up here is the new trial vault. So do we have anything to build up? Let's quickly go into creative. Try our little peek out. I like how this new little shrine thing looks. It's a shame you can't... Wait, let's quickly see if we can pick block this, because you can't currently get them in... Yeah, no you don't. It's just a variant, I guess, but anyway. let's see what we get. Put ourselves back in survival. What do we get? Oh, we got a heavy core, first try. That is insane. Also, you can get level 3 to 5 of the ominous potion from the high level vault, and from the normal vault you can only get level 1 till 2 or something along those lines. So we can make our own natural vault right now. Anyway, we don't have a normal trial, so we can't open that. We have our potions. One thing I kind of want Mojang to do is maybe make it so that the new vaults are able to restock like over a longish time period, so that you don't have to find too many different trial chambers, because I know that it's already difficult. It has a low spawn chance to give you the heavy core, and now they're also not the majority of the vaults in the trial chamber, so I think it will be cool if Mojang made it so that those can restock. Also, I think the way they intend this to work is kind of, you do the trial chambers on normal, and then once you've completed your trial chambers, you can quickly get all your potions from doing the normal trial chambers. And then when you're geared up and stuff, you come back to that same trial chambers you initially had and then put it into the ominous mode, and you get your key, and you can open all the vaults that you didn't previously open. But I think most people will just play it however. I just think that's the intended way to play it. And also, a little other thing is, oh, we have a little room in here. Probably the breeze and some strays, some parkour. I do not appreciate that, but anyway, so let's quickly go kill that breeze. So yeah, I feel like the ominous vault should be able to restock, or if not, I guess it's just gonna make it so that you have to go through, instead of like 4 or 5 trial chambers, you're gonna have to go through a little bit more just to get your heavy core. Your heavy core is gonna be, yeah, that random potion effect thing is gonna be a little bit of a schlep. I don't have a input on which potion effect I'm gonna get on myself. So let's quickly kill these. I hear a key ping up somewhere. Everything is ominous. Also, another side note, if your spawners are on cooldown, they will not be turned into the ominous variant. So let's say this skeleton spawners were initially, like, you did the skeleton spawner and then you got the bad omen from, or the bad omen potion from that spawner. Oh, you get ones with diamond armor, damn! Okay, maybe there is some credence to the fact that they don't want them to spawn with, or drop the armor. But anyway, so yeah, you won't be able to convert one that has, oh, they had the web effect. And also, if you do convert a spawner, let's say we just got here, and there was some of the strays already spawned, all of the strays will be deleted, and then it will respawn them, like, it will basically start from the beginning again, spawning all the stuff in its different variant. Oh, let's quickly get ourselves up here. There we go, we got some steak. As I said, there's a bit more of a focus on high quality food from the drops. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did try doing a little bit more effort making it a bit of a higher quality video. And I'm still working on getting better at this YouTube thing. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, like, share, and subscribe. Check out my other videos on the snapshots. I'm gonna be doing some other things with Minecraft soon, and maybe some other games. I'm going on leave soon, so I can make a bunch of videos to try and entertain you guys. Yeah, I hope you all have a lovely day.